Nick, do I have a thing for redheads or just Kate? Here's the thing, guys. I wasn't.
Can you stop?
What? What?
It's annoying when you're next to me and then you talk to your chat.
You better get used to it, because this is what's going to pay the bills.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Your $16 an hour is
All
going
right.
to pay our bills.
I'm going to mark this moment as the moment where you ain't going to benefit from any of my stream upside. Okay?
You can't do that.
Why not?
It's in the post now. That if you used my stream to leak, I get half.
Yeah, but maybe you should have considered not saying I can't stream next to you.
You can stream next to me. Just don't talk to your chat directly when you're like in the
The
middle
fuck?
of talking
That's so
to me.
ridiculous.
You're in the middle of talking to me. It just feels rude.
Oh man, wait till I start talking to girls on stream. It's part of my content profile.
Is it gonna make more than $16 an hour?
Dude, $16 an hour is like real fucking money.
Yeah, but not for Mr. Investor.
Okay. I need you to take a step back. Okay? I need you to take a step back and go, fuck.
Just go back out.
Understand this, okay? If we cared about min-maxing money, you're right. I would not be streaming. I would be working on the investments. I would be trying to, turn over the rock that, is hiding the opportunity that would make us a fuck ton of money, right?
Right.
At the same time, I would ask that you stop buying horses and you basically give up any dreams of owning a stable, because that is also money losing, okay? But we're not min-maxing. And so I would like you to stop telling me I have a higher opportunity cost elsewhere, because I don't necessarily agree, but also I just want to do this. You get what I'm saying? If you get to do come on, let's be honest. You're bullshitting here. I wouldn't do it if it didn't make me happy, or if I didn't find it gratifying in some way to do the challenge, right? Like when the fuck have you ever seen me compelled to do something for 14, 12 hours a day, whatever, that either A, didn't make money, or B, wasn't compelling to me? There you go, right? And so I don't like you min-maxing what I do with my time, when literally what you do is burn money in a pit. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Glad we're on the same page. Like, it's just weird that, I get this weird thing of, oh, what's the opportunity cost of your blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, I could ask you the literal fucking same thing, especially when you were streaming on Kick. Right? You don't want to hear the opportunity cost, right? It's like Han Solo saying, don't tell me the odds. Like, if you don't want me to tell you the odds, you don't fucking tell me the odds. You get it?
Okay.
Capiche?
Capiche.
Fucking. I'm telling you, you're gonna fucking eat those words. Because I'm gonna sign a fucking Kick deal that makes XQC's deal look like fucking pennies in a mattress.
Damn.
Alright?
That'll be the day.
Alright?
I hope so for you. That sounds great.
People are gonna be like, Ninja, who? Drake's gonna be like, yo, do you want to collab? And I'll be like, stop leeching, man. You're leeching. Okay?
Okay.
That's how it's gonna be. And then Megan Fox is gonna call me, and you're gonna be happy that I'm actually a loyal son of a gun.
I'm so happy.
Actually, Margot Robbie's hotter than Megan Fox now.
Okay. Can I go to bed?
The question you seek to ask is, may you go to bed? What? You mad?
No, just disappointed.
Disappointed how?
I just didn't want to get sick on a trip.
Oh, well...
Alright.
Well, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? You're already sick.
Not feeling good, so.
You gotta be more adventurous, girl.
More adventurous.
Yeah, like when you travel, you gotta be willing to see things and try things and not be like, oh, no, I don't like that. You know, like... At that point, we might as well just fucking eat at McDonald's here.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying in general, when Ned is showing us places, you should probably just be
you don't have to like the place. You don't even have to go back to the place. But, like, why not experience it one time?
I did.
I know. I'm saying that, like, you just got to be more, like, open-minded about it on the forefront. Because you were kind of, like, shitting the idea, like, oh, that? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. It's like,
he was describing it as a red light district. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, but if you think about it like this, okay? If there's a red light district in this fucking entire world that's not seedy, it's in Japan.
Okay.
Right? Like, if we're in Bangkok, like, I'm on the same page as you, okay? You're gonna see some crazy shit. Right? If you're in Tijuana, wouldn't do that either, right? Even, like, New York City doesn't have a red light district, but, like, there's very few places in the world where I would even be willing to see a red light district. It's, like, 2 places, okay? And I don't even know if this one has one, but Singapore would be one, right? And Tokyo would be the second one. That's it. Those are the only places orderly enough that I could see a red light district not developing into crazy degeneracy like people fucking donkeys in the street. Okay?
I don't even know what to say to that.
It's true what I say though, right? Like your hobbies burn money. They're not accretive. If you wanted to min-max, you should be collecting Birkins or some shit. Like, if you were collecting Birkins and like, really, like, eyeing the secondhand value of them, then you could come at me for this, like, dude, I think your investing would make more money than the streaming. Because here's the thing, right? I'm a pretty malleable person. If you wanted to min-max, I would be willing to min-max too. But you're not min-maxing. You haven't been min-maxing for, like, since 2022. Right? And so it's weird that you're still sitting here, whatever the equivalent of pocket watching is.
You just told me that, like, you were going to see if you can make it to 2,000 viewers, and if not, you would stop because you don't want to stream unless you are that way.
I hate that you are a very, 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 very extremely selective listener. Did you remember the very important thing I said multiple times where I was like, but I want a runway of a certain duration. Do you remember what that duration was?
No.
Well, then you need to...
What was the duration? Tell me.
No, you need to shut the F up about that.
I'm asking a question.
No, you're going to get the answer, but I'm telling you that, like, if I tell you a thing is going to happen on a certain timeline, and you ignore the timeline, and then you berate me for the thing not happening, that's fucking retarded.
I don't remember you giving me a timeline.
I said it was a year. I said I wanted to try a year after your kick contract, because then I would have time to actually do stuff. Like, you're being ridiculous. When did I start seriously streaming? Sometime in May? And you expect me to be a 2K ante by fucking what, July? Well, you know what? I hit 7K at one point, so go fuck that. Like, seriously, think about what you're saying before you say it. Right? I hit 7,000. What are you going to say about that? Like, the whole point was I want a year of runway. And that's super fast. You didn't hit 2K in a year. And you had me fucking working for you full time for that. Like, please, like, back the fuck up and think about it. You know?
Okay. Alright.
Seriously, like, I'm getting real tired of you being such a downer about it. Like, I've had people in our real life be like, it's weird that you won that Kimmy show and she just, like, was, like, fucking so pissed off seeming. Like, that's fucking wild, man. Like, that'd be like your horse wins a thing. I go, oh, fuck that horse.
It's just your persona when you're...
Oh, I don't give a fuck, dude. I could say the same thing about your persona when you're doing horse shit.
I don't have a persona when I'm doing horse stuff.
Fine, when you're talking shit to your horse friends and trying to seek advice on a divorce. How about that one? When you're sneaking off, paying lawyers obscene amounts of money to fuck you over while you pretend to think that I'm gonna fuck you over. Like, stop. You want to min-max? Like, maybe fucking know where your fucking money is going when it's going at 6-figure rates to a fucking lawyer, man. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I can't believe you're sitting here. Like, at least, you know, when I buy a watch, I can sell the watch for the same value, if not more. What the fuck do we get as a return on investment for your fucking lawyer expenditures? You want to explain that one? That's pure destruction. Yeah, it is. Because all resources count, right? It's fucking ridiculous what you're doing. Like, wake the fuck up. You're the only one with a fucking persona when you stream. I'm just a more animate version of myself.
That literally
You are actually not the same person. You are not the same person. You act sardonic and bitchy, and that's okay. No, I'll roll with the punches, but I ain't gonna fucking take this.
I'm not acting sardonic or bitchy.
Okay, then maybe you are just sardonic and bitchy then. I think act is a way lesser thing.
No, it's just you go out of your way to annoy me purposely.
Dude, you go out of your way to act annoyed from the get-go.
You just told me you think it's funny.
I do think it's funny because you go out of your way to act like that from the get-go. I told you before we went to hang out with Ned, like, hey, let's like try to make a good impression and be nice and fun because like why not?
I'm literally sick.
I understand that, right?
Don't invite me to go out with them then.
I told you what was going to happen before you even left this building, so I don't really want to hear you say that.
Sure, but if I'm not feeling good,
then you can on your own tell me that you don't feel good and you don't want to go out. That's okay, right?
Well,
but I explained to you.
To try.
But that's fine. That's fine. But then I don't like when you just sit there and poo-poo ideas, without either coming up with alternative, better ideas.
I was asking.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. It's very, and there wasn't. He looked. It's very annoying for you to do things in this certain way, okay? Which is this, okay? You're like, I don't want to do that. You come up with something else for me to do. It's like, dude, if you have an alternative, say it. If you don't have an alternative, be open-minded. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Well, I was expressing an alternative, like I like the nature path. Let's keep going on it, and then
we went through the end of the no.
It kept going.
No, it did not. You're lying. You were lying.
No,
we hit the end of it.
No, I saw it keep going that way, but
it does not keep going. It does not keep going.
I saw it keep going.
And
I said something.
I literally later on walked it with him. It doesn't keep going. It just dead ends at someone's residence. Okay, so stop it. Like, it doesn't keep going. He literally said it doesn't keep going, and then later on, we walked past it because I was calling the Uber. It's the same fucking thing, dude. Otherwise, you can pull up a map and show me how it keeps going, but it does not fucking keep going. That's it. You're being ridiculous. No one's ignoring you. You're just saying nonsensical shit, like, oh, let's keep doing this. Like, what? Like, let's go back and forth? Like, no, it was done. It was done. It was done. It was the end of the road. He said that. You said, hey, let's keep going. He goes, oh, that's all that there is. It's on stream, man.
I didn't hear that at all.
Well, it's fine, but the point is, no one was sliding you. We did the thing you wanted to do until there was no more of it to be done. You know?
Okay. I'm glad it was fun.
No, I just wish you were more of a adventurous person. Especially since you expect me to literally get on a however many 1,000-pound animal and risk, injury and death to do your hobby.
I'm not a non-adventurous person. You're sick.
No, I'm not. You are a non-adventurous person, but you're also sick. I just wish you could be at least... I will never fault you for saying, I don't like X, Y, and Z. That's perfectly fine. What I hate is when you're like, I don't want to even try X, Y, and Z. It's like, the fuck? And like, in this particular instance, try means just go see it. I don't think life is so short that you shouldn't be willing to take serendipitous flyers when you're on vacation. That's insane to me. Right? You don't want to fucking eat, pig's testicles for dinner every night? Sure. Right? And you don't even want to try it because it sounds gross? Like, okay, that I can understand. But if you're in a new place and someone's showing you around and you have nothing to fucking do otherwise, then you can be adventurous, because what the fuck is your opportunity cost? It's nothing. It's literally doing nothing. Do you understand that?
Yes, and that's why I went.
Right, but I'm not talking about going or not going. I'm saying be chipper. Seem like you're having a good time. It's hard to be
chipper when I'm congested and I'm sneezing and I'm coughing.
But you can say if you need to or want to go. That's fine. But it's not so fine when you're poo-pooing ideas and they're just trying to be accommodating and helpful. The whole point of going there, and it's not like this was sprung on you. The whole point of going there was to look and see, and because he thought it was a cool place to show us. And when I said that, he said part of it wouldn't be streamable. That's your fucking indication, right? Like, you really don't listen.
Wait, what indication for what?
That it was more of a, TOS risque activity.
Right, and I expressed concern at the beginning. I don't understand what you're saying.
You expressed concern after you got here and we met up with him, but I already told you what to expect from what he was going to show us before we even got on stream. Like, you really don't listen, right? And that's okay. I'm actually okay with you not listening, but you can't be mad that you didn't listen, is my problem, right? Like, you saying, like, oh, I'm not comfortable with him ending his stream. It's like, dude, he literally said that, right? And I told you that there'd be part of it we wouldn't stream. I told you, he told you. The fuck are you getting mad at? Or the fuck are you getting pressed about? It's literally been told to you. Twice.
I'm not pressed. I'm just worried when I can't see what's happening. Yeah, but you're in a foreign country.
You should probably...
Some guy got punched last night and...
Yeah, notice how I wasn't there. I'm not there when the dumb shit happens. I'm leaving when dumb shit starts happening. Like, honestly, like, when I watched all the footage that they linked to me, I knew when I would have left anyways. And it wasn't when the punching started. It was when they started pouring beer in each other's face.
It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm just concerned is all.
Yeah, but you were concerned about a thing that I already told you about was happening. That just means you weren't listening. Because you could have objected then. Right? Like, before we even went out, like, you could have objected then.
When he said some things aren't streamable, I was thinking, like, oh, there must be stuff like the Maid Cafe or whatever, where they don't, places they don't let you stream it.
Well, that's your thing for making the assumption, because I told you...
It's fine. I'm not mad. I don't know, like, you don't...
No, it's just the idea of being pressed and, like...
I'm not pressed, though.
I'm telling you, whether you understand it or perceive it or not, your demeanor changes when that type of shit happens.
What type of shit happens?
When you get worried and concerned, so to speak, your demeanor changes.
You weren't even around me. I texted you. What do you mean my demeanor changes?
When I came back, I could tell that your demeanor was aloof.
No, it's just mad because I couldn't get the fucking miso open. I've been trying before you got in the door. I've been struggling.
No shit? Like, who the fuck cares,
I don't think my demeanor was any different.
No, it's like very annoying because, like, you don't respond to text. I ask you for very simple things. You act as if you're the only fucking person who's worried. I explicitly told you 3 things. And that's crazy because if you're worried, so then you're bullshitting me. And I'd like you to take the concern and shove it somewhere. Because if you're worried about me and I'm texting you and you're not responding, then you're not really that fucking worried.
I didn't hear the text.
Again,
I'm told
you're not
going to be worried yet because it's not that late yet. You told me what time would you start being worried at. I told you 4 a.m.
Yeah, but the point is, like, if you're even remotely worried at any rate, maybe having your phone next to you, like, is a good thing.
I had it next to me, I just didn't have it.
Because what that tells me is your worry is worth bullshit. Like a fucking sack of beans, right? Because your type of worry is like, I'm not going to fucking worry one iota until this happens. And then when that happens, then I'll start to worry and do stuff. Yeah, you know what? Like, how about if you're worried, or you would be worried, if someone stays out late, maybe you have your phone close by so that you can understand.
My phone is close by. I just did not hear it.
I didn't text you one time. I texted you. The point is, you acted as that. It's like, it's not like I texted you one fucking time, right?
It was maybe twice, 30 minutes before you walked in?
Like, probably 3 times, honestly.
You said, calling Uber you up. That's all you said. Like 30 minutes before you walked in.
Yeah, I mean, like, 30 minutes not checking your text is pretty wild.
Well, I didn't hear it and I didn't realize my phone was on silent. I was eating my food.
You have to understand that when you don't respond to "Are you up?" it's implied that you're not.
Okay, well, I can understand why you might think that, but I'm literally streaming and live the whole time.
I didn't even know you were gonna do that. I thought you, yeah. But dude, like seriously, you need to cool it. You need to cool it.
Okay.
Like this dourness about me streaming. You know, like if you want, I can match the dourness of you owning horses. But like, let's just say that like both of us have hobbies that maybe aren't the best at making money. Okay, but the difference is mine is gonna make money and yours is not going to. And you're sitting here complaining that mine is not making as much money as it could if I went and did something else. And I would ask you, like, how about you just stop doing the horses and if we won't lose more money? You see what I'm saying? Like, we're on different scales on this thing.
Sure, if you enjoy it that much.
I've already said this. This is the 5th time we've had the I enjoy it conversation. You are bullshitting me or you don't fucking listen whatsoever. Have I not told you I liked it before? Have I not exclaimed to you that it makes me happy and it's interesting to me to actually get to try to do it? Have I not said those things? Dude, you want me to start being like, oh, okay, hey, can we sell all your horses? Oh, you like horses? Oh, why didn't you mention that? Come on, dude. Don't act retarded.
Okay.
You know you're acting retarded. Like, how many times can I say I like it before you're like, oh, I see.
Okay.
You know that's true.
All right.
You're putting on a fucking facade for stream.
I'm not putting on any
Then
facade.
explain to me how fucking me saying I like it, and then you can say fucking months later, wait, you like this? Okay, if you like it, I guess you can do it.
Maybe you were kidding before, but you just told
No.
Can you let
multiple
me finish?
times.
You let me finish. What you had said was like, yeah, it's my turn now to make the streaming career. I'm going to be the breadwinner. It's like,
I'm going to ask you to do something real fast, okay?
okay?
Use your fucking brain. If it currently doesn't make a lot of money, but I'm still doing it fucking 18 hours, 14 hours, 12 hours a day on vacation, what the fuck does that mean? Either I think it will make a lot of money, or I like it, or both. Duh. Fucking read between the fucking lines just a little bit. That's like me saying to you, oh, you... and like, didn't really care for them. It's like, dude, you'd be like, what? What about it makes you think that? And that's where I posit the question to you. What about it makes you think that I don't actually enjoy it or think it'll make money or both? You can't come up with one reason because I've never given you one reason. I've only given you literally statements to the opposite. It's so fucking crazy that you can just sit there and pretend like you care about me whatsoever when literally I can tell you something and you can months later, multiple times, and you can months later be like, wait, if you really like this, then I guess I don't have a problem with it. It's like, dude, you're fucking...
I just wish that your
doing an
content
excuse.
wasn't purposely
You see,
annoying.
you're changing the... You're fucking moving the goalpost.
No, it's not.
No, okay, that's a... Okay, if you think my content wasn't annoying you, like, we can shelve and have that discussion in a second, but, like, it would mean that you were being not particularly honest when you said, oh, you like this? You know I do, so why the fuck are you acting for your stream?
I'm not acting.
Then why the fuck are you asking questions like that?
Because I thought the point was you're trying to make money out of it, not that it was just a hobby to you and you were going to do it either way.
And we've had this conversation before too, and it goes something like this, right? Like I was being very nice to you when you were bitching at me and saying, oh, it must be nice to do whatever you want for your content. I wish I could do that. It's like, dude, you do currently now. No. And also, no, okay, you are literally oblivious because we had this conversation. But also, your first year streaming, you did whatever the fuck you wanted to. I'm not even into a year. What the fuck are you on my balls about? Like, it makes no fucking sense. You act as if you didn't get the same fucking leeway. Yeah, no, you had it better. You know why? I was actively working a full-time fucking job to support your ability to stay home and do whatever the fuck you wanted to. So, please, like, save me the fucking bullshit.
Okay.
What part of what I said is not true? Okay, then. And what are you going to say? Like, oh, well, now I support you? It's like, bro, I fucking did at least half the work. So you didn't support me. We did it together. And now I want to do something that's fun for me. And it's different than what you want to do that's fun for you. And that's perfectly fine. But don't sit here and pretend like you don't understand that I like it.
Sure.
Just don't pretend like you don't understand I like it. That's bullshit,
okay.
and it's pandering, and it's trying to score points. And you wouldn't say
you wouldn't say words. Am I scoring points with
your chat, your live.
That doesn't score any points with anybody. Nobody cares
does.
about that.
It absolutely does. You're acting as if, oh, well, if it makes you happy, I'm okay with it. No, but like I didn't realize that.
It's not. I'm just saying I didn't realize that it was. You were just gonna vow to do it, whether it makes money or not.
Dude, I literally said it.
All right.
How much more clear can I be other than saying it?
I got it now.
I don't mean I said it now. I said it many, many times in the last 2 to 3 months. Did you get it then?
I just remember.
Did you get it then?
No, because I remember us having a conversation of saying that if you...
It's literally on stream, me saying I like doing it, bro. Multiple times. Do I need to pull up the clips?
No, I didn't realize it was... The understanding I had was you enjoy it if you can be successful at it, but if you can't make, like, it successful, like, 2K average viewers...
And I said a year because...
Sure.
And it was after your kick contract a year, not when I started in May. So it'd be like June 12th plus a year. I even literally said on June 13th, 26, you can call me.
Sure. Okay.
Like, dude, this is multiple conversations. Like you just like fucking let it go, boop, and you go like, I'm gonna extract the bit to fucking bust your balls on, but I ain't gonna fucking listen to the actual message.
I'm not trying to bust your balls on anything.
Listen, a year is not very long. If I can hit 2K in a year, that's great fucking momentum.
Sure.
So then why the fuck are you sitting here acting like even logic doesn't dictate your response? Because you're like, what? Oh, you're not 2K already, so you should quit? The fuck?
No, if you tell me that you want to do it only if you're successful at doing it, then that tells me that it's not something that, like...
Do you not
really
know how...
like
okay, I'm glad that your life has been so sheltered that you can think that, like, 2 months is, like, a lot of time. There are people who try 5 years at this thing, and they're at, like, far under even the numbers that I can hit now.
Sure.
Okay? You know, right? Like, it's not that crazy.
Okay.
It's not that crazy. There are a lot of people who it takes many, many years for it to happen for. And I'm glad that your journey was so nice and so easy and so smooth that you can't fathom that. But I keep telling you this. That is the exception, not the rule.
Sure.
Even for someone who does it fast. You did it abnormally fast. We came up in an insane way. Like, there will never again be anything like that in the future. Nor was there probably anyone like that in the past.
Sure.
Like, it was the right moment. A pandemic fucking came out and quintupled the amount of money we made in a year. Like, don't compare lightning striking at an exact point to be like, oh, I can call the points where lightning's gonna hit. Because I'm telling you, man, like 2K in a year is fucking insane. Everyone would be like, oh, that person is going to be a big streamer. They're not going to be like, what, they didn't hit 2K in a month? I guess they're not successful. The fuck is that?
Yeah, sure.
Like, you take a month of horse lessons, you tell me how many fucking ribbons you're going to win at shows. It's like, that's not how it works. Nothing works that way. You know, if someone starts working out for the first time and a month later they're supposed to be Arnold Schwarzenegger,
sure,
it's not realistic. I don't even know where you could even... It's not even like, oh, some things are like that in life, but most things are not. No, nothing is like that in life. There is nothing in life like that.
Sure.
It just doesn't exist. Okay. And so why are you comparing me to fucking unicorns?
I'm not. I have a different understanding, but that's fine.
No, you didn't. You did not have a different understanding. You had the same understanding because I have not said anything new tonight. You just chose to be callous to that understanding. Can we fucking be real for a second?
Sure.
Like, don't do the facade thing of saying, oh, if you like it... No. say the thing you actually meant, which is, I wish your content was different. That is something we can have a discussion about.
Okay.
Right?
You're
And
right.
then I would tell you this. You need to be different if you want my content to be different, because all I do is opportunistically work with what you throw my direction. So if you seem annoyed and flippant and like, oh, you say this to your child time, and I don't bother calling you out on it because I just don't have any reason to. But you go, oh, he never listens. Like, dude, are you kidding me? Sometimes I just don't hear you because I'm not in the same fucking room. You say something at me and I'm not even within earshot. That's my fault. Like, you do that, I do that, and you expected me to understand when I said something across the house and you didn't hear me. But yet, I'm not afforded nearly the same courtesy. And it's like, anytime you've said a thing ever and I didn't hear you, it's like, oh, he never listens. I let you get away with that. It's fine. Right? You do a lot of things that are very fucking annoying that I let slide because it's just not worth it. Like when you tell me, oh, you need to get a man therapist because a woman therapist you'll never listen to. Shut the fuck up. Like, no. If a woman is sensible, I listen. If she's not, I don't. If you're talking about the girl in the gummy store, she had a fucking kid, her kid, running around the fucking gummy store. I'm not going to listen to the person giving me recommendations on gummies when her kid is running around the fucking store. That's a fucking dumb person with bad advice. That's the context.
Okay.
It's not because she's a woman. It's because she's fucking retarded that I'm not listening to her. It's crazy for you to think that I would not listen to someone because of their gender versus maybe they're saying nonsense.
Okay.
No, I agree. She probably didn't know more about gummies than most people, but the fact that she had her kid running around barefoot in the store shows a lack of judgment, right? It would be different if she had a very nice store, it was very clean, and then, you know, she was very professional the whole time. That's entirely different than her being like, blah, 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 stop doing this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, by the way, you should probably only have, hey, stop doing that. Oh, yeah, one gummy at a time. Hey, stop doing that. Like, the fuck is that kind of advice? You know? Like, how the fuck am I supposed to take that advice seriously? Right? I think everything is good. I just need there to be a better understanding between me and you. Okay?
Okay.
I enjoy this. I like doing this. And it's very obvious to everyone. And it's sad if you, the person I spend the most time with, cannot perceive literally how I feel and when my actions are congruent with what I've stated. Okay? I've said I liked it. Any dumbass in this fucking world can see someone doing 18 hours of a thing on vacation in one day and realize, oh, they feel compelled to do this. This ain't about the fucking money. How the fuck can you miss that? If you pretend that you even care or value our relationship, the truth is you can't. It would be you willfully turning a blind eye and ignoring what I'm saying and doing. And that's okay if you can admit that and resign yourself to being better. Because you expect that of me, and I've leaned in. You want to go on a horse retreat, not streamed, making no fucking money, spending a bunch of money, get me on a fucking horse, done. I think you can live with a little bit of my content being annoying and just talk to me about it after stream. Sure. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Like, you have an incredibly blessed life. I do a fuck ton of things, and for your life to be nice going forward, I have to keep doing those things. So please, spare me the bullshit about how my streaming is in some way an inconvenience to you. Okay?
Okay.
Anyways, Season 5 is off to a great start. Oh shit, I'm still alive.
Were that many seasons in?
Yeah, the fights were... I think we did too many seasons of fights. People were complaining that the plot wasn't moving forward fast enough. Someone compared it to Days of Our Lives. I didn't take theater class. Everything I see, I've learned from watching people. I'm not even angry at you. I'm just frustrated because I know you're not dumb and you're not like... At being an emotional person, you're not incapable of seeing that. You just chose to pretend none of that was seen by you. And that's annoying to me because it's dishonest. Can you understand that? If I sit here and say, can we sell the horses? And you get all mad, I'm like, whoa, I didn't realize you liked them. It's like, what the fuck is that? Come on, let's drop the bullshit. You have your issues with the horses. Let's talk about those. But don't fucking sit here and pretend like you can't see with your eyes. That's my issue. Right? You don't like something? Let's talk about it. Don't sit here and pretend like you didn't realize I liked it. The fuck is that? That's not even, that's not an honest place where a fruitful discussion can even happen.
Sure.
Right? That's posturing. And we're live, and so my only assumption can be that you're posturing for your stream.
No.
No, I can believe that you're not. I'm just saying that,
that's what your perception is.
She looks so miserable with me, you know?
I'm just sick.
I love girl logic because it goes like this. Ready? Wait till you see how she looks without me. Then you can make that call. Right? The truth is, on our first date, when she was hyper ecstatic to be there, she looked fucking miserable. Am I wrong? I've told our dating story a billion times. Every time after dinner, I was like, and I'm a nice guy. I don't like keeping anyone there under any pretense or pressure. And so, literally, after dinner, right, the first time we ever meet each other, I'm like, okay, well, I'm sure you have an early day tomorrow. I guess you have to go. Right? I gave you every hour. Because you look so miserable. And what she told me was, oh, it's just resting bitch face. My bad. Right? And that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you would not fucking leave me that night.
Yep.
We went to the arcade, and after the arcade, I was like, well, I'm sure you have to go. And you're like, I don't. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we can go see a movie. After the movie, oh, I'm sure you have to go. Because you look like you weren't having any fun. So, to answer your question, Ashley MG, that's a terrible parameter. The fuck? Ashley MG, on our first date, she was sometimes giving me no worded answers. But every answer she gave me was one worded. Literally, that's why I say every time I tell the story, right? I'd ask you a long-ass question, hoping for an explanation, and you'd be like, yes, no, yes, no. Yeah, that's just how she is. That's just how she is as a person. And if you're a long-time viewer, you would think you'd pick up on that unless you have a agenda or narrative. But, go off. Used to me cutting her off, even though when I wanted her to answer, she would give one-word answers. That makes sense. Yeah, sure. I'm not going to lose her eventually because I provide way more fucking value than not having me, right? A. But B, beyond value, we are attached to each other, hence the fucking 11 years together. She's right there ill. It's funny because in past instances you would get real fucking mad at me, when we're at Disney, because I was motion sick from a ride. You'd be like, oh, you don't look like you're enjoying yourself. It's like, no shit. Yet I'm trying. I'm putting on a brave face and getting on the fucking things anyways.
I'm getting mad at you.
You were. You used as justification for getting mad at me and being distant at dinner on my birthday. Yeah. You were like, oh, you don't look like you're even enjoying yourself. Like, I'm fucking motion sickness from doing the ride that you wanted to do.
Oh, I didn't know you'd still be sick at dinner.
Okay, but like
Anyways, that's why I asked.
that entire weekend, dude, even in the fucking weird ass bus that they carted us around in for VIP, I was like, holy shit, the buses or the Suburban's making me sick. And partly it's because I sat at the very back of the Suburban and they had a lot of strollers and shit, and so it was like it's like fucking ridiculous, dude. It was the most uncomfortable seat in the thing, and I'm happy to sit in it so y'all can have better seats, but it's like, I told you right after I got out, I think I'm gonna be sick. You know?
Yeah.
No, it's just like, we would have a lot less fights if you just stopped the pretense of like, oh, you like this thing? You know I do. Let's have the actual conversation. You don't like what my content is about? I got a remedy for that. But you have to also lean in by not being stuck in this thing of like always seeming unhappy and whatever. Like, you know, this person in my chat from your chat is saying, hitting the nail on the head. It's like, if you enjoy being with me, you need to show that more. Right? Because right now, all you're showing is when you're annoyed with me. Like, that's 100% facts. So if you actually are happy like you tell me when we're not live, show it. Don't just show the negative side. Because I will take a lot of that. But, like, I ain't gonna take it like that all the time forever. Hence this type of thing.
Sure,
Every 2 weeks or so, I go like, okay, like, let's fucking, like, reset here, because this is
what
fun.
I'm trying to tell you, though. I like it when we're not streaming, because it just feels...
And yet you're streaming. I came in and you're streaming, so it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, make your actions congruent with your fucking words, please. You don't like streaming, but you're streaming? Okay.
No, I'm saying when we're spending time off stream, it's nice. You wanted me to stream more, so I streamed today.
Bro, you are posturing even now. And it's very fucking annoying. Because you literally told me you wanted to stream the Pokemon Center, and I was already live and doing very fucking well, thank you very much. I had 200 viewers before Pokemon Center, and you were like, are you going to get off? I'm going to stream Pokemon Center. So don't sit here and fucking pretend and posture to them like, oh, he made me stream today, he wanted me to stream more.
I didn't say...
No. I did say, like, hey, and it was not really out of selfishness. I was like, hey, we're on this trip. If you want to share it with your viewers, it might make sense for you to do that sometime. And then you adamantly, when I had high numbers, told me you wanted to stream it and I should get off. And I did. So don't sit here and pretend like I made you do it. You wanted to do it and you got me off to do it.
Okay, all I said was you said I should stream more.
Yeah, but that has... Don't you understand? Okay, you can play this game if you want, and I can play this game, you know, if you want. But, like, when you say certain things in certain ways at certain times, it doesn't sound like the truth of what it actually is. When you go, you want me to stream more. Like, wanted you to stream more. I thought it would be prudent, if you care at all about creating actual connection with your audience, to occasionally share things that you love. That's what I said. Okay? Now, if you translate that to, you want me to stream more, it's like, okay. Fuck me, man. Like, sure. A is B and B is C. Right? And so, when I say A, I actually mean Z. Fuck me, man.
Pokemon Center was fun today. I liked it.
I'm glad. And you wanted to share it, which is great. And I don't care. You see, like, that should show you something, right? I like the grind. I was going higher. And you wanted to stream Pokemon Center? I'm off. Right? Because what you like matters to me even more so than something I like doing some of the time. Not all the time. Right? Because I'm still my own person. But, like, I will sacrifice momentum to give you what you want. But I'm not going to fucking sit there and then eat shit after for it. Borderline abuse? She's staying live. It's not like she's like, hey, I want to go to bed. Let's turn off our streams. Borderline abuse? You're a dumbass, dude.
I would like to go to bed, though.
You can, like, I think I'm just gonna keep streaming because, like, this is fucking... What the fuck? Like, the simps are, like, really showing their true colors. Oh, this is borderline abuse. Borderline abuse. Borderline abuse. Please. Right? All you're telling me is you've never touched grass or a woman. Borderline abuse. Bro, you've just proven to me that what you say means fucking nothing. A conversation between me and her is borderline abuse. But her fucking telling me to go on the next ride after I'm fucking bleh is like fine, right? Okay. Makes a lot of sense, right? I'm not sitting here making her sicker. Yeah, if you think it's borderline abuse, you're hopelessly simped. Seek help. Denial. Hey, look, I'm with your dream girl, and you're off in Nowhereville, Kentucky, with your dick out. Put it away, Junior. You want me to turn off the lights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're absolutely making her mentally sick. That ain't me. Mentally sick is mentally sick, okay? It ain't causal.
Tomorrow. Bye, guys.
That's more about what you think about her than what you think about me. Just say you think she's mentally ill, then. That's the fucking craziest shit I've ever heard. You're making her mentally ill? With a conversation? Just say that you think she's unstable, then. I'm not saying that. Sounds like you're saying that. Anyways, I hope what I told you sinks in a little bit.
Yep.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
Sorry,
I'm glad to know that you're...
My stream was off. Sorry. I was distracted. Yes, I understand. You're right.
I'm not being...
Give you more time?
I'm not being unreasonable. Like, I'm being very accommodating.
Sure.
I'm doing
You're
all
right.
the things you want to do, and I'm doing something I want to do.
Sure.
That's okay.
You're right.
And I just need you to have a better attitude about it, because otherwise I can easily show you, but you wouldn't be able to take it. If I shared this same attitude about your interests and passions that you do about mine, you'd fucking blow a fuse.
Sure, you're right.
You expect me to lean into yours, and then you sit here and complain, oh, when you talk to your stream, when you're talking to me, it's like fucking annoying. It's like, oh, really? When you could be spending time with me, but you're at the barn instead. But we've gone beyond that. You literally have me at the barn, too.
Sure, you're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. How does this light even turn off for you? Fuck me. Do you really not know where this light turns off? Because I'm trying to get it for you.
It could be by the door, I'm not sure. Like by the main room door, maybe? I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe. Nope, that's my...
By the door, I said the main room door, like the front door.
Oh, all the way over there? Did that do anything?
Yeah.
It's off?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the premiere of season 5. If you thought that was a good episode, wait till you see the finale. I did move on. This is me moving on. I said I accepted the apology. How's that not moving on? Well, I mean, tomorrow is our do whatever we want day, and then after that's Disney. So I think the idea of enjoying Japan is perfectly fine. I mean, like, literally, this trip she's gotten to do so far and will get to do everything she wanted to do, right? Like, I carried 2 fucking heavy-ass bags of Pokemon shit home. Like, okay, like, let's call a spade a spade. It's a good time. And me calling her out for not the best behavior doesn't change that, right? You have to understand, like, if you're actually impartial here, you'll get this. I have needs and desires and, you know, a lot of vim, you know, and things that I hope will come to fruition as well, right? I played support, and I like playing support. It's fine. I've never been an entrepreneurial person. Left to my own devices, I would have climbed the corporate ladder, right? I wouldn't be doing this, but she wanted to do this. And I like helping people do the thing they want to do. But I just wish when the shoe was on the other foot, and it's time for me to want to do something, that she could be at least emotionally supportive. I don't even need her to do what I did, which is actually physically get in there, roll up my sleeves and help. I don't need her to help me, but I would like the emotional support of understanding what I'm trying to put out there. I don't think that's unreasonable. But you wouldn't know anything of that because mommy and daddy never put the beats on you. You don't think my mom and dad beat me? Woo! That's a good one. Are you fucking kidding me? I know of what y'all seen of my dad. You think he's like this nice, jovial teddy bear or Asian Yoda sounding guy, right? But that's a very mellow my dad. And to be perfectly honest, a lot of that mellowness probably comes from the fact that he lost his wife, my mom, very quickly and in a devastating way. He mellowed out the fuck after that. Okay? He was not a mellow dude. That man used to fucking... I won't even say it, but like, if y'all saw it, y'all would be like, holy fuck, that's child abuse. I don't even think it's child abuse. I think he did what he thought was best and what would get me in line. And I'm actually thankful that he did. You know? Keep clip farming. Oh yeah, this hotel room is fucking wild, Ned. Basically, the Richard Mille, the watch company that I work with a lot, they used to send, so like they have this program, they used to at least, pre-COVID, they had this program where for a new person in any store in the world, they like to train them in Asia, Singapore and the Ginza boutique. They like to train them there. I don't know why. They're bigger boutiques, I guess. So like maybe it's just like an availability of extra employees to like handhold, right? But they would just put them for the Ginza location. They just put them up in the Conrad, right? And so basically, when he heard I was going to Japan, he was like, "Oh, you got to stay there," right? And the reason he pitched it was because he knew that like Kate And, you know, like my brother's family, they're pretty westernized, and they would not like or really understand some of the hotel room accommodations in Japan, which is the norm. And so they were very adamant, like, oh, you got to put them in the Conrad. And so hence, here we are. The funny thing about it was the lady at the reception, she was like the most casual person ever, in that she was like, oh, by the way, if you'd like to upgrade to our top, you know, floor, she said, the presidential suite, it'll only cost you an additional, I think it was like 500,000 yen. And I was like, oh, like for the entire duration of the stay? And she goes, oh, per day. I was like, oh. And I was like, you just casually asked me if I want to spend $3,500 extra a day? What the fuck? So the room could have been a fuck ton huger. Which, there's no need for the space, let's be honest. Now, everyone loves this hotel. Okay. My brother's family loves it. Kate loves it. She loves the expensive, overly expensive breakfast. You know, it's fine. You know, we're on vacation. When you say, is my wife making a shit ton more money than me? Understand that in the beginning she made no money. And I bought a house, and I had a nice white-collar job, and I put her in that house, and I gave her all the fucking free time in the world, and left to her own devices. She started her own business, and started streaming. And then, when she did, she had me help with both the business and the streaming. Okay? Who do you think, when Ice Poseidon was pioneering Pokemon Go IRL, and Kate was also doing Pokemon Go IRL, who the fuck do you think was behind the camera? Oh, it was me. And who bought the camera? And who put the roof over her head? And who paid for those fucking microtransactions on Pokemon Go with their day job? Oh, right. And when she needed a PC upgrade, who fucking paid for that before her stream started really making money? And then who suggested that if she wanted to make money, maybe Patreon was a thing, because Jessica Negri's making $8,000 a month on it. And then who ran that account till it was $20,000 a month? And then who was like, hey, by the way, I heard there's this thing called OnlyFans. Oh. My wife makes more money than me. Right. That makes sense. I could keep going, right? Like, if you think I'm the passive partner in this, who fucking figured out that buying gas stations and 7-Elevens was a tax write-off? Oh. 11 years. Or I've known her for 11 years. We've been dating for 11 years. We've been together for 11 years, married for 10. Yeah, I was there before Amouranth was Amouranth. You have to understand that the first time I went to a convention with her, okay, she had a booth and she was selling prints. And the only print that she sold that entire weekend, one print, was, I don't know if you watched Land Before Time. You know, when Littlefoot is watching Sarah beat her head against the tree to try to make a leaf drop. And he's just like, okay, I'm just going to throw some leaves down and make her think it happened. I gave a dude $20 to go buy the print. Because I wanted her to have a sale. But sure, my wife makes more money than me. I'm not over there fucking dropping tree stars. Come on. No, I just felt bad, because it's like, It was a cool booth. She had great cosplays. But she didn't understand that, like, unfortunately, this world is not about just rewarding raw talent for its own sake. You have to market that talent. You have to put it in front of people. If they don't know it exists, they can't support it. Right? I'm a pragmatist. To a fault, I'm a pragmatist. Okay? When I say that, what I mean is this, okay? If I will never go and do something profound like an Elon Musk, because I'm too grounded in reality. I don't see the world for how it could be. I see it for what it is. Right? Now, there's very many big and distinct advantages for being that way. There's also drawbacks, right? But for me, my understanding of it is that the drawbacks are all in the truncation of upside. That means I'm never going to have a $1 billion outcome. But it also means in many instances of the world, I will have a good outcome. I was never going for a $1 billion outcome. I just wanted a good outcome. Right? Fuck. Where's my straw? Where's my fucking Coke straw? No, but like, I was never going for a crazy outcome. Okay? I was never going for a crazy outcome. It was always a realistic outcome, determined by whatever life, what Lemon's life gave me in that instance. All right? That was it. Well, you guys have to understand that I don't romance her on stream, obviously. Right? What you see on stream is somewhat performative, somewhat played up. But sometimes it's very raw, right? Sometimes it's very raw. But you're not going to see the romance part on stream. And if you ever do, it's either an overflow from an earlier situation or it's just, once again, played up. So you have to understand that as viewers, you don't understand. Ray is kind of like alluding to it, but like you guys don't see what's actually going on. And historically, that has been to my detriment. Maybe still is. There's a lot of people who have, and I actually don't fault them for this part, okay? They have a mistaken belief that I am, how will we put this? That I am outrageously abusive. And while I can see how some of the actions I take can be perceived that way, I reject that assertion, mainly because I'm very clear in my statement of intent, and I'm very clear that what I am doing is because what she said she wanted can only be achieved by doing it, right? And I told her this recently, and so I'll regurgitate it for y'all, which is this, right? The reason why we've not seen eye to eye on that issue is because we have different conflict resolution methods, okay? When I'm mad, I say things I don't mean. When she's mad, she says the thing that she's been holding in and actually means. You might be like, okay, so what? Well, you see, here's the problem. I say things I don't mean when I'm mad. And so obviously, when I evaluate other people being angry, I assume they act and feel the same way I do. In the sense of, oh, she said this thing when she's mad. Let me ask her when she's calm how she feels. And then I get my answer, right? Here's the problem. If she's saying what she actually thinks when she's mad, and I'm hearing it and saying, is that what you actually think? And when she's calm, I ask her, do you think this thing? And she says no. I'm going to be like, okay, so she doesn't actually think that. She's just like me. We're just saying stuff when we're mad. But in actuality, it's the opposite. She is saying what she really thinks when she's mad. And when she's calm, she's brushing it under the rug. Right? And it's only compounded by the fact that she's also in that same rut as I am. She hears me say things when I'm upset and she goes, in her head, she's like, oh my goodness, that's how he really feels. And then in the calm moments when I'm telling her, hey, earlier I said this and I apologize, she's thinking like, now he's just smoothing it over, but that was how he really felt. You see what happens? We're both so far off on the conflict resolution side that resolution is very difficult. But that observation I made about a month ago, and it's been, in my opinion, quite productive for our ability to understand each other, right? And I'm a fucking retard. It took me 10 years to figure that one out, but I still figured it out, right? It's true. When two people act mad differently, but each of them tries to understand the other person's anger through their own lens of how they would act when they're angry, it can lead to chaotic misunderstandings. But what we when you guys are, oh, she looks like she's like, yeah, that's great. That's called resting bitch face, right? And when you go, he looks like he's miserable to be around. It's like, yeah, well, you should see how miserable it is when I'm not around, right? That's the most important thing y'all got to understand. Life is, okay? And I really think, shit. Am I covering the mic? What about now? I'm going to pee while the sound comes back. Weird. There's no mic where I'm holding it, though. Okay, well, here. I got to solve for this. Let me grab a tripod. Ned's friend asked me why I was wearing a diglet on my wrist. She goes, is that, what did she say? Is that a mole? Like the animal? M-O-L-E? I was like, oh, it's like a diglet. It's a mole. I was like, I'm not going to be able to explain the concept of a Pokemon, so I'm just going to go, we're going to go with mole. The night with Ned was fun. I had a good time, right? I had a good time. It was good people, chill spot. Let me pee and grab a water. I have a fun little categorical lesson, or I guess life advice, if I'm even qualified to give it. I have some of that for you guys. And it goes something like this. You ready? It goes something like this. A lot of you guys erroneously look at life and circumstances, actions, events, whatever, through the lens of, is this good? Is this bad? Right? That's the wrong way to do it. And I'm not even saying that as a person who's a pragmatist. I'm just saying that as a categorical truth. That's the wrong way to do it. Right? That's too multivariable. Okay? What you should be looking at the lens of is this good? Or is the alternative better? Not good, bad. Good, better,
The reason why is because good bad is a stupid fucking way to try and navigate life, right? Imagine if, just an example, not getting political here, but it's like you're the leader of a country and the neighboring country has invaded you. They're fucking sending troops over the border. Do you launch ICBMs at their incoming troops? Let's use good bad analysis. Is this good? No. Is blowing up their people good? Also no. So you can't do anything. But the actual analysis should be like, obviously this is bad, but is it better for my people? Do I save the lives of some of my citizens if I fucking fire these missiles? And the answer then is yes, right? You have to look at what the actual fucking event is going to lead to in terms of outcome, and you have to drive the better outcome, right? And so what I'm saying here is this, right? Someone has cancer, is chemo good? I mean, well, chemo categorically is just not great for your body. Okay, fine, but they don't do chemo, what happens? Oh, they die really fast? Okay then, we're doing chemo. You get what I'm saying? Life is imperfect, so you shouldn't be asking categorically imperative questions like, is this good or bad? It's, is this the best option? That's the real question, okay? And so this is a long-winded way of saying, like, you guys say that I'm not perfect for her. Agreed. But am I making things generally better than if I wasn't here? I believe very strongly that that answer is a resounding yes. Okay? You have to understand that, like, for the past, call it 10 years, you could say, and I might agree with you, that I have not had a soul. However, the reason I have not is because, remember when I said I like playing support? For 8 years or so, I have put what I wanted on the back burner. Not even on the back burner. It was just fucking chucked out the window. And instead, I made my own evaluation of happiness. How much progress are we making on what she wants? And so the saddest part about the belief that, like, oh, I'm this abusive, controlling guy, is that every time when things are calm, remember, when things are calm is when I am able to be most honest. And so I'm going to assume that that's how she is, especially when she's giving me every reason to believe that. And so every time our relationship hit a lull patch, a calm point, I would ask her, this stuff that we're doing, this progress that we're making, the breakneck pace that we're going at, is this what you want to be doing? Is this moving us closer to your goal? And she would say yes. And I'd be like, great. So I'm not doing anything that you don't want. Right? And for 8 long years, I've not even really thought about what I wanted to do. It was just, she wants this ranch, she wants horses. Okay, let's see how we can do that. And I can actually find happiness in pursuing someone else's goals, with the caveat being, as long as we're not just dicking around. I like to make progress, even if it's not my own progress. I don't like just aimlessly dicking around. Okay? I don't like that. And if you want to aimlessly dick around, you can, but don't expect me to participate. That's all that I ask, right? You want this thing? Let's do it. You want my help? Great. But if you're getting my help better not allow you to dick around. You get what I'm saying? Let's say you have 12 hours of work. I'll happily share 6. But if you have 12 hours of work, and because I shared 6, you're going to dick around for 6 hours, well, okay, you can just do 12 hours of work and I'll dick around. It's how I feel about it. Does that make sense? Like, I will contribute if it helps you do more. I don't want to contribute if it just gives you free time at the expense of my free time.
Yeah. I'm very mission driven, right? Hence why I said I probably would have ended up working as a corporate ladder climber, right? And then whatever the company's mission or mantra is, I'm all for it. You're from Wuhan? 你是中国人？我不信。你在说谎。No, the big issue, if there is an issue, is that generally, because of my upbringing, I look at things through a collectivist lens. And because of her upbringing and just America in general, she looks at it through an individualist lens. That added with the fact that me angry means I'm saying things I don't mean. Her angry means she's saying things she does mean. Plus the essentially clash of Eastern and Western philosophy creates the fucking crazy powder kegs that y'all have seen. Okay? And too slowly, I admit, I'm learning how to occasionally avoid stepping on them. The powder kegs. I don't think I'm saying anything I don't mean. But yeah. That's largely how I feel about it and how I evaluate the situation. You have to understand that, like, y'all are chat, and, like, some of y'all have, like, very notable inputs, right? Like, I like being challenged. I like someone saying I'm wrong, but I like it if it's backed up by, like, something that makes some remote kind of sense. Even if it's not my philosophy, even if it's not my logic, it needs to make some logic, right? I hate the woke escalation of, like, what terms mean. Abuse means X, Y, Z. It's like, no, it doesn't. Two people arguing is not one person abusing the other person. Like, fuck off with that, right? Like, that doesn't even make sense. You know, especially if you look at the context of what I've talked about today. I like streaming. I want to stream. I've said I like streaming. I've said I wanted to stream. There's no conceivable world in which she's saying, oh, did you now? Oh, if that's the case, then come on. Right? And there's no conceivable way she can think of it like, hey, you know, he doesn't like doing all these rides, but I make him do these rides. Hey, he doesn't really particularly left to his own devices want to be on a horse, but I've asked him to take an interest in my hobbies, and he's doing it. That's how I approach her stuff. And then for her to approach mine, like, I don't like it when you do it. It's like, I'm not even asking for you to participate. I'm just saying I like doing it. It's very unfair, right? It's very unfair. And I just felt like it was important to make that point. I don't make a stand. You know, I don't stand on business very often. You know, like, I'll do it once every 14 days or something like that, right? But I do think it's important to draw the boundaries and to protect those boundaries. Because I don't think I'm doing anything wrong there. Like, I don't see why it's wrong. I don't even think it's unreasonable. I think it's kind of unreasonable to believe, like, when I set a goal that I meant the goal would be hit in a fucking month. That's fucking nuts. Like, first of all, that's shame on me for setting 1 month goals. What the fuck am I doing? I've never set 1 month goals. I've only set 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10-year goals. Oh, well, that's what I'm saying earlier, is that, like, she pretty much most likely generally has a lackadaisical stream schedule. I'm gonna tell y'all a thing, and, like, I've told her this before,
but I don't mind if y'all tell her. Not saying do it. I'm just saying if you think you're like spilling some beans, you ain't. But like, if she told me tomorrow, I want to go in and grind it out and get big again on Twitch, I would put my streaming on hiatus and help her do that. But partly it's because I believe that there is a lot of latent value that has been accrued by the crazy shit that we've done at the crazy speed we've done it at. Right? And that we are uniquely positioned to potentially be able to collect a windfall from being in the right place at the right time and doing the right thing. And the tail value of all of that experience, exposure, whatever, is basically decay. Right? And if she doesn't want to do it, I'm okay with that. But I should be allowed to do it, to try and see if I can not let spoil all that unique opportunity. Does that make sense? I'm the type of person who I hate like something that is irreversible, especially if it involves death, waste, or spoilage. And I see it as our little edge of understanding social media and being able to create viral moments to our advantage. I see that as being squandered and wasted when we just, because we've made $38 million, decided, okay, we're good. No, it can be so much more. In fact, all that work we put in for 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day, whatever, for 8 years, it's not just for that amount of money, as obscene as it might be. It's also for the long tail benefit of being able to benefit from that for the rest of our lives, beyond just the capital. And if she doesn't want to do it, I don't want to make her do it. But I think I should probably strap in and do it, or try to. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'll succeed. But if she tomorrow decided she wanted to do it again, I'm happy going back to being support. Once again, that's just the kind of person I am. Like, I'm not saying like it's a good, noble thing. I'm just saying that, like, for me, it's just important that someone's taking the shot. Right? It's there. Why just let it collect dust? It is a passion project. That's the craziest part, right? When I say opportunity squandered, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about like a unique position and knowledge. That personal branding is fucking king, right? That insight is worth a fuck ton of money, a fuck ton of impact, a fuck ton of opportunity. It's weird to just like sit it there and watch it inch towards expiration. I think she would like an animal ranch. I think when you put it next to the goal of owning a huge tract of acreage and breeding horses, right? I think we're gonna need a bigger boat, as they say in Jaws. I think we're gonna need a bigger bank account. And I'm okay working towards that, but like, we gotta do it together and realistically, right? I've never poo-pooed her dreams, period. I've only enabled them. And consequently, or I guess residually, I don't really have big, audacious goals. If you offer me a watch, I'll buy it. But that's not a goal, and I can stop right the fuck now. Right? If she told me tomorrow she's not gonna buy any more horses, I ain't gonna fucking buy any more watches. I'll even sell half of them. I'll sweeten that deal. You don't buy any more horses, I'll sell half the watches and never buy another watch in my life. You see, I'm not that attached to the things. I like doing things when they're available to me,
Most people do, right? Like if you have fucking who's a world-renowned chef, you grab a world-renowned chef from a Michelin star restaurant, you put him in my kitchen, and he's making dinner. I'm gonna eat the dinner, right? But that doesn't mean, left to my own devices, I'm gonna go seek out his restaurant and go eat at his restaurant, right? But if you put a fox in the hen house, he's gonna have chicken every time. Fucking cinema. She doesn't really grind. It's mostly just like, okay, let's do some bare minimum so that the decay essentially of the monthly revenue is slowed. So people don't believe or understand the economics, but it goes like this. We're still making probably just at or slightly over $1 million a month from the OF. Okay? If she stops streaming tomorrow, it'll probably have, and then she'll be making $100K a month for 5 or 10 years. Right? That's fine. That's great. Or she could stream some Fortnite that she was probably going to play anyways. Stream some horse stuff that she was probably going to do anyways. Stream the Pokemon Center, which she was going to do anyways. And it's a little bit of work to do that. But now the decay of the monthly revenue is like 1.1, 1,900,000, 850K, 825K, 800K, 775K, 750K. And when you do the math over even just a 2-year period, it's like $10+ million. That's real money. Even to someone who has 100 million, 10 million is real money. Right? I think she can do what she wants. Like, God help, whoever she's with or interacting with, if the amount of money she has doesn't allow her to do what she wants to do. I don't think money's the only reason to be alive. Yeah, much is maligned when I say things, and a lot of this is my own fault because I don't worry about context in terms of like, oh, I should probably say this extra thing, otherwise someone will take it out of context really easily. I need to be better about that. Like, much is maligned about, like, people clip when me and her are arguing to say, like, he's unhappy, she's making $1 million a month. Like, no. When I said we used to make more, I'm telling her, in that argument situation, that, like, we aren't optimizing. We were optimizing, we're not optimizing, right? And that's okay. But let's not posture like we are. You get what I'm saying? It's like Michael Phelps is still a really fast swimmer, but let's not pretend he's a world-class athlete currently, right? He was, absolutely, but there's faster swimmers today competing for Olympic gold, right? It's just realistic to call that out, right? It doesn't mean I'm saying Michael Phelps is a bad swimmer. It doesn't mean I'm taking anything away from what Michael Phelps did, in the past. But today he is not the best swimmer, period. In the past, pre-2022, almost all of our arguments happened not on stream. After 2022, and up till March, most of our arguments didn't happen on stream, but occasionally she would accidentally not mute or whatever, and some of them would end up on stream. After the March thing where I saved her life, every argument we had was on stream versus off. which I hate. Right? What's the motivation after you've already achieved such wealth? It's fairly simple. It's just like I've been on the business end of the creator economy for 8 years. Right? Imagine if you've been studying basketball and you've been coaching a high school varsity team for 8 years. And then, lo and behold, the NBA calls you up and says, hey, how would you like to be a draft pick this year? You'd be like, okay, sure, I'll give it a shot. What do I have to lose? Right? I've been coaching this sport. Let's see if I can play it. That's basically my vantage point. I've literally been on the supporting end of monetizing streamers, OF girls, whatever, for 8 years. And I've seen a lot of dumbass shit. And I've seen a lot of shit where I'm sitting there scratching my head like, I feel like this can be done way better. And I like holding myself accountable for such opinions. And so when the opportunity presented itself for me to see how much of what I've seen and studied and have come to possess in terms of knowledge, I want to see how much of that is true, how much of that is resilient enough to withstand real world conditions and testing. And so it's a personal challenge to see, was I right to be armchair quarterbacking, in so many of these instances? Or am I just another fucking dumbass that got lucky? And here's the thing, right? I understand that if I fail, the world will think I got lucky, and that's okay. In actuality, whether I fail or not is not solely determinant on whether I was lucky or not. Because being a streamer, a successful one, a top 1% one, is hard. And a lot of other things could go wrong other than just not having the right knowledge. But I'm willing, I think the chance of it being untrue, I think the chance of the knowledge being correct, but me not being able to make it as a 2K Andy, whatever streamer, I think that's a slim enough proposition that I'm willing to risk, quote unquote, reputational harm, we'll call it, if I'm not successful. Right? Here's the thing, right? I'm as rich as I am. What should I be doing? Enjoying my life? Here's the sad part. I don't know what the fuck that means. Sitting on a beach sipping Mai Tais? I get fucking bored. I don't know myself very well, but I know myself that well. I'd get bored. Right? I guess I could go on a long journey of self-discovery and figuring out what my real passion is. But that just feels like I'm manufacturing a problem. If I don't want to do anything, does it make sense to go find a thing I want to do when there's already something that's interesting and challenging right in front of me? Right? So essentially, you could call it I'm killing time, but I'm just curious. And I've always liked challenging myself personally, whether that's working out, lifting a certain weight, getting below a certain body fat. And this is just another leg of that. Can I be entertaining? Can I entertain people? Can I be compelling? Can I be must-watch content if I've tried to be? That's interesting to me. That sounds fun to find out one way or the other. Right? What else am I going to do with the fucking time? Like I said, sitting on a beach sipping Mai Tais is fine for a week. Beyond that, it's just fucking drudgery. Successful measured by who? I don't know what you're referring to. I'd be surprised people stay long together that shouldn't. That's a manner of seeing things, but is it ever futile to try? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it to me, but maybe you think differently. Leather assless chaps. Oh, okay. So you're talking to Ray. Relaxed and happy. I'm already there. Like, I have that whenever I want it on tap, right? You want to hear the funny thing? I actually hate it. Hate's a strong word. I don't like finding birds that need to be reared. I don't like it. I wish Stephen and Penny would not procreate. But they're going to. And if and when they do, I will raise the dove, or I will rescue the mockingbird, right? It's a compulsion that, left to my own devices, I do not want. But it does bring a sense of peace and joy, right? Like, my favorite thing to do is to just lay on the couch and let Bagon, like, nestle on my chest. Right? That's literally, like, my favorite thing in the world. My bird. I wasn't even a bird person. God just saw it fit to make a bird fall out of a tree in front of me. Okay? And I didn't even know what kind of bird it was, because baby pigeons and doves don't look like grown pigeons and doves. And I was like, the fuck is this ugly thing? And when I Googled it, Google image searched, and it was like, this is a mourning dove. I was like, fuck. Why couldn't it be an eagle? You know? In many ways, my work life is a microcosm of my whole life, in that I don't pick my own situations. I let life happen, and then, as the pragmatist in me, is, I just try to make the most of it. I will never go and try and create a situation, but when a situation has manifest, I'll look at it for what it is and try to pick the best course of action. It goes back to that philosophical thing. It's not good or bad. It is this the best option, or is there a better option? Is this the best course of action, or is there a better action? That's all that you can do. I know that's categorically true. If you try to run around, like, look, maybe there's a person out there who's wise enough, I doubt it, but, like, who's wise enough to be like, I can find the perfect good and solve everything without compromise. Maybe that person exists. I don't think he does. I think anyone who starts trying to solve a problem by saying, is this good or bad? You're on the wrong track. There is no good and bad. Because if there was good and bad, perfect and imperfect, that would imply that life is so fucking neat and orderly that there's always a win-win-win. And there's not. There's really not. If someone breaks into your home in the middle of the night, if 3 guys break into your home with guns, there's no win-win-win like going up and saying, hey guys, this is bad. Robbing me is wrong. Taking my wife hostage, really wrong. Why don't y'all go home and reevaluate your lives? And put down your guns. And then they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, you can go. We'll go home. I wish that could happen. I wish that could happen. But it can't. And so I'm not going to sit there philosophizing about what, like, is it right for me to shoot a guy? He hasn't hurt me yet. Should I be shooting him? No. You don't have that luxury. All you have is, this thing is happening. How do I respond? What is a better outcome for me and my loved ones in this situation? Right? You don't get to go for the perfect good. You got to go for the dirty good that's in front of you. Okay? And that's the thing people miss about when they evaluate and armchair quarterback other people's lives, especially their relationships. You don't know the fucking things those people are facing. You have no fucking idea. You don't know if what they're doing that looks so stupid to you and so contrived and so evil is actually the better of the options available to them.
And there's a limit to how much leeway you can give to people, especially if you start talking about like political leaders and world actors and people who control armies. But like in relationships, you have no fucking idea, right? They could be doing the best thing available to them that they know to do. Both of them, one of them, whichever. You don't know that. And for you to sit there and make fucking categorical remarks like this is abusive, you're a fucking idiot, right? And it's okay to be an idiot, right? But it's even more okay to just be ignorant. It's just true, okay? Like, literally, like, try it on for size. The next week, month, whatever, live your life instead of saying good or bad. Say, this is an option available to me. Is there a better option? Until I can think of a better option, is there a downside to not doing it? Like, incrementally approach your decisions. The reason why that works better, or works versus not works, is because you're not going to categorically just lift out of every situation the best possible outcome. But through a rigorous set of A/B testing, as they call it, you can say, is this better or is this better? It's like, have you ever gone and gotten your vision tested? Is 1 better or is 2 better? Okay. Is 2 better or is 3 better? Okay. Is 3 better or is 4 better? You see? Even optometrists know that. They're not going to be like showing you an image. Is this better vision? Is this the best vision you could have? Tell me now. Is this the most clearly you've seen this thing? No. It's like 1 or 2. 2 or 3. Okay. 3 and 4. Okay. 4 or 5. You incrementally figure out and optimize. And problem solving in life is the same way. Okay? Is this better or is that better? Okay, this is better. Okay, is this better or is this other thing better? Until you hit that end point where it's like, no, the previous was better. Okay then. Right? And you can be wrong doing that still. But I really think that you give yourself the best shot of figuring out the optimal path available to you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You should. I've pittered around with a screenplay many a times, like 3 different drafts of it. It's very interesting because I haven't tried looking at it after the robbery. But previously, my problem was this. I'd be writing this thing and I'd be like, this is fucking weird because this story has no end. I get canceled in 2022 for the whole abuse thing. And it's like, then what? That's it? I get to, exit curtain left as the villain? I guess. If it must be so, right? Let Andrew Garfield play me in the movie. Or let Steve Yeun play me in the movie, I guess. Fuck it. It's a dark story, right? It's interesting because, like, I knew instantly after that event had happened. I was like, oh shit, that's the ending. It's, like, profound. It's interesting. It doesn't have good or bad guys, just gray guys, right? I like that. I haven't explored it. I haven't had time. Life after that event has been a whirlwind. And I used to only work on writing out the outline when I was fucking bored out of my fucking gourd, you know? I haven't been bored like that, and so I haven't gone back to it. But yeah, like, that's a fucking great ending, right? It's profound. It's like, this guy is so not a good guy from an outside view. And then this thing happens, and it's like, you have to kind of reevaluate what you were thinking, right? Because, like, I've told this to Kate, but it's like, let's think about this for a second. If I hated her and I was evil and controlling the finances and trying to keep her away from the money, her dying with life insurance is like fucking, you can't write a better fucking exit. And yet in that moment, not one moment was I like, oh, wait, hold on. Do I risk my life here or do I go for financial fucking gold? Right? Like, wait, hold on. You mean I could top off my $100 million with another $20 fucking million? And not have to divide my assets? And not risk my life? Fuck.
No, that was not a consideration. It was like, holy shit, they have my wife hostage. I gotta go. Right? I literally hung up on the dispatch. I was like, I gotta go do something. They're like, no, sir, please stay put, shelter in place. Wait for the authorities to come to, to come to her aid. I was like, I can't do that. Bye. Hung up on fucking 911 dispatch. Grabbed my gun, threw on my Kevlar, and I'm going. Right? When you encounter that, after going for, oh, he's a selfish, evil bastard who just wants money, and then it's like, oh, wait, he risks his life at the detriment of more money. It's profound. It's interesting. It's like, wait, what? Huh. Right? It lends credence to a lot of what I've been telling you guys, which is that, like, I play support, and I'm like fucking, like, OCD autistic about it. Like, most people can't fathom. It's like, wait. You don't even want the outcome, but you're driving your partner's outcome harder than they are? The fuck? You expect me to believe that? You fucking liar. That's what most people think, right? But that's just true. I'm a fucking weird person, man. Like, you tell me you want something, I'm gonna fucking get you that thing. I'm gonna get you that thing until both of us are fucking bleeding from our eyes, and I'm still trying to get you that thing. Right? I don't know. Why am I like that? Fuck if I know. Right? I don't fucking know. I wish I had some agency over that. That's my calling. Yeah. Wait, who hosted me? Shit. You've learned a lot. Yeah. But, I mean, that's just how it is, right? Like, I feel like in that moment, like, you actually instantly, for yourself and for other people, define who you are. Right? Because the only thing you, like, money is fucking great, but, like, what good is money if you die? You get what I'm saying? All that money, all that struggle, all that grubby. If you're dead, it's done. Right? You can't take it with you. You know? And I think it's pretty profound to be like, at the end of the day, what I said was fucking true. Right? I get obsessed about goals, even or especially if they're not my own goals. I just like doing it, achieving it, passing go, you know, winning the blue ribbon, even if it's a competition that I don't fucking care about. Thanks, Arufa Plus. I appreciate the host, as always. But no, for me, it's just like, I am introspective enough to know when I shouldn't dispense with being introspective and when I should just let the momentum of the situation or my personality carry the day. Okay? Like, I have this very interesting policy where I pride myself on being a very logical person, but I can also know exactly the situations where I throw logic out the fucking window. Right? And it goes something like this. Ready? Does this thing make me happy? If it does, great. I'm not going to ask why. I'm not going to say, is this logical for me to be happy about this? No, fuck that. I'm going to be happy about it. Because I'm already happy. Right? That's when I go, fuck logic. Okay? And it's also on the downside, which may be unfortunate, right? If this thing is important to me and I'm impassioned about it, but speaking about it is to my own detriment, reputational or otherwise, fuck it, I'm going to talk about it. Right? Like, fuck that. But if you sit me down and say, here's a financial decision. Which investment, A or B? I'll be like, okay, well, let's be logical about this and figure this out. Right? That's just how I'm wired, right? I believe I can be logical, but I don't always make myself be, right? It's kind of how I navigate. Because I know a lot of people, like Destiny is like a very interesting guy to me, because he will steal his own joy for the sake of being logical. And that's fucking wild to me. Bro, take the W. You're happy? Great. Be happy. Don't be like, well, hold on. Now, is it reasonable for me to be happy about this situation that I actually had no control and agency over and was just serendipitous luck? Should I be happy about that? No, fuck off, dude. Just be happy about it. Right? Or be angry about it if you're angry about it already. Like, I don't fuck with the emotional aspect of it. Maybe I should a little more. But yeah, like, in a calm moment, I'm going to choose the rational road every time. Right? But if I already have a predisposition, I sometimes just let the predisposition ride. I think it's important. There's a sense of balance in it, right? You don't want to go too hard in one direction. And being dispassionately logical, while it is a great way to min-max your life, I don't think it actually leads to the best experience living that life. A future professor. Do you believe that moment redeemed herself or the percent? Well, I think it did until I got recanceled 3 weeks, 4 weeks later for being an abusive poisoner of dogs with my cigars. And then my shit got blown up again. It's fine. I've made peace with that already too. It's crazy because I sit there sometimes and I'm like, man, that was the end of my fucking book. I should have fucking stopped playing the game. You know? Should have quit while I was ahead. Right? If you ever get in a situation where you're a fucking shitty human being by the eyes of the world, and you get to do something heroic, stop. Don't do anything anymore. You're done. Right? You're done. Just don't do anything anymore. Just sit on the fucking little beach chair poolside and drink Mai Tais. You're done. Right? The end. Don't keep going. Right? I didn't think it would be like 4 weeks later I'd be recanceled again. That's fucking wild to me. Right? And I was re-vilified. Everyone thinks I'm a fucking crazy lunatic again. Right? That was fucking crazy. Like, she was telling her divorce lawyer that she thinks I was like a fucking vampire. And he was like, yeah, he is being weird and vampiric. Right? And the sad part is a fucking lawyer who I've worked with for a number of years on the agency side on her behalf. I know that motherfucker. Fucking slimy motherfucker. I just didn't realize how slimy. The dude was like, you think he's a vampire? I was like, yeah. Just wear some garlic around your neck. The fuck kind of, like, if I had a client as a lawyer who was like, I should wear some garlic, I'd be like, are you okay? Right? I wouldn't be like, yeah, let's divorce the motherfucker. I'll fight that in court for you. Right? Like, it's like, whoa. What are you doing? Like, someone is not in a right state of mind. They're manic or something, right? Don't fucking encourage it. But, you know, all they're seeing is revenue, right? Yeah, do it. That's right. He's a reptile. Look at those fucking gator boots. Only a reptile would wear those. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it. But, I mean, look, I've learned, and I should have learned this a long time ago, and I'm pretty good at learning lessons, but sometimes I'm slow. In this influencer game, be it the support, the agents, the sponsors, other streamers and content creators. The rule of thumb, it's not that there's no exception to the rule. I'm just saying the rule, though, okay, the base case, before you know better, needs to be, ready? Take your own counsel. Don't trust anyone else. Hook, line, and sinker. You gotta be your own counsel still. You have to figure out for yourself what you think it is. Because everyone is in it for themselves until proven otherwise. Right? They're looking out for numero uno. And that ain't you. And if it makes sense, sometimes, often, almost all the time, they'll sell you down the river for $1. Right? You gotta know that. Streamer friends, unless the exception to the rule, they're not real friends. They're work friends. Maybe some of y'all don't have the same life experience as me, but having worked in the bowels of an investment bank, let me tell you, I know the intern to my right will fucking slit my throat for $1. Ain't no doubt, right? Because I'd do it to him, right? But for some reason, some people, when they get into this influencer industry, they're like, that's my butt. He wouldn't do anything. We collabed that one time. It's like, nah, he'd slit your throat too, right? Like, I'm not saying there's no possibility of making real friends. I'm just saying that it's rare. And if you got a lot of friends that you met streaming, reevaluate. You know what I mean? You're right. It does apply to every arena where the friendship is about convenience and expediency rather than serendipitous connection. You are 100% right. But it is amplified to a magnitude that I've not seen in any other space except maybe Hollywood. Because optics are so important to streamers. Right? Whereas you could argue like a doctor who's friends with another doctor. I mean, what the fuck are they gonna do? Right? He's gonna kill your patient? No. Right? Y'all are probably friends. Y'all's joint mission is to save lives. You're probably actually friends. It's fine. Right? Generally. You know? But like if you're a streamer, it's like, I'm trying to get clouded. I'm trying to get big. I'm trying to become Aiden Ross. Oh, you're trying to become Aiden Ross too? Okay, well maybe both of us can become Aiden Ross, but if it ever comes down to it, it's me becoming Aiden Ross, not you, is kind of the idea, right? Versus like a joint mission that's almost like categorically constructive, right? Dr. A wants to save patient B's life. Dr. B also wants to save patient B's life. Their incentives are aligned. Streamers' incentives, while they can be aligned, often are not. That is the key distinction. You see how that works? Investment bankers' incentives are very often not aligned. I want to make my bonus bigger. Fuck your bonus. Right? Construction workers, a little bit more aligned. I don't want you to die, because then I have to do fucking more shit until they hire another guy to replace you. So please wear your fucking hard hat. And I'll wear mine too. You see what I'm saying? Some jobs lend themselves to more constructive friendships. Some jobs, it's dog eat dog. Okay? And if that fight from the previous night, or I guess 2 nights ago now, is any indication, it gets dog eat dog real fucking fast sometimes. I thought I left Shibuya and everyone was fucking nice and happy with each other. And then I see clips of people fucking splashing beer at each other. Sorry. Strong zeros at each other. People going, yeah, you splash me, I splash you back. It's like, it's kind of ridiculous, right? Like, I feel like if someone splashed beer at me, I'd be like, okay, I'm out, buddy. Have a nice fucking life, right? I don't, and I'm not faulting anyone here for it. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be like, yeah, you do it to me, I do it to you, you do it to me, I do it to you. The only person I do that with is Kate. There's one incident a long time ago where I had a smoothie in my hand, we were arguing, and then she fucking slaps the smoothie, and it goes, and I was like, you know, with the rest of the smoothie, I was like, yeah. And then it hit her, and she pulled it off and threw it back at me, and I was like, ah. That's it. That's the only person I do that shit with. Okay? That's the only time I've ever done that. I'm pretty sure if someone I knew or didn't know did that to me, I'd be like, okay, you're unhinged. Fuck you. You know, I have way more to lose than you. I'm out. Right? I was just pissed because she fucking slapped the smoothie. I'm arguing and I'm drinking a smoothie, so the fuck what, right? She's like, and just went, I was like, what the fuck? I shouldn't do it back, you're right. It was instinctive. I was just like, I probably stared at it for like 3 seconds. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Did you, why is my smoothie all over my fucking chest? You know? She got even madder when I did that. She was like, what the fuck? I was like, you did it first. But no, like, I saw that clip. I think someone linked me in DMs, and I was like, oh, that's fucking wild. I wouldn't do that. But I get why you do that. Emotions run high. If you're angry, you do it back, right? I get it. But that's when I would have ducked out, either as a bystander or as a participant. I would have been like, all right, well, that's good for me. But yeah, like, when I left, I thought everyone was, like, jovial and getting along. Like, I know Baby Hayes came on kind of strong and aggressive to, like, me and a few other people. And he might have talked some shit before. I don't really care. I don't really care. You know? I feel like by the end of the night, me and him had a pretty constructive understanding. I bought him a fucking 0, right? We joked. He asked for some advice. I gave him some advice, right? And it was good. And I didn't see, with my own eyes at least, him not being good with anyone else either. I was like, cool. Everyone in Shibuya's, every gaijin outsider in Shibuya is like chill. And I like those vibes. I'm gonna go smoke a cigar. You guys have a good one. And then I'm like, oh, shit. Dodged a bullet there. That's fucking wild to me, man. It's fucking wild to me. Yeah. We were having a very playful a gas station fight. I didn't realize someone was gonna fucking like the match. I gotta go watch some of these clips, dog. I just can't click on links on mobile. Yeah, I mean, thanks, chat, for making me go have this cigar, because I was having a great conversation. I was actually going to continue the conversation, but you guys were like, go have your cigar. Go have your cigar. You're losing the narrative. I was like, oh, you're right. You're right. The plan was to have a cigar, so we're going to go have a cigar. And I left. And when I left, everyone was getting along. I was like, cool. Everyone here is friends. And it feels like I've made a few new friends, too. And then, next morning, I fucking get people saying, they punched the lights out of fucking, you know, that Asian guy. I was like, what? Who? I was so confused. I was like, why would they punch him? Right? Everyone's being friendly. Why are people punching each other? And then it was after I watched the whole thing, I was like, ah, I see. I'm telling you this, okay? It's a weird thing. I'm not being any kind of way. Last message, and then we're going to, I don't think anyone I know is on, otherwise I'd host them. Yeah, no one I know is on. Anyways, but like, it's a weird thing I've seen
which is that when you have a lot of successful people in a room, let me rephrase. When you have a lot of successful influencers in a room, if they're all currently successful, everyone's fine, everyone's getting along. If there are some that are currently successful and some that were previously very successful, biggest streamer in the world, but they're not currently, that is a very dick measuring fucking meeting. It's not overtly necessarily dick measuring, but there's a lot of like under the table dick measuring. Okay? People are fucking measuring each other's cocks under the boardroom table with rulers. Okay? And other people are flexing their dicks so that other people can measure them bigger. Okay? That is what's happening. It's the weirdest thing, but when everyone is like currently successful, no one's measuring anyone's dick. Everyone's being constructive. When you have that mix of people who were previously successful, or sometimes even worse, 5 different people who were previously the biggest streamer at one time for their category or whatever, right? But none of them are right now. Holy shit, that's the biggest dick measuring contest you'll ever fucking see. Everyone's like posturing so fucking hard, it's like fucking uncomfortable in the room, right? Ironically, when you get a bunch of people who are new streamers, they're not measuring dicks at all until you get to like the thing of like, we're all new streamers in this very narrow geography. Oh, now you're measuring dicks, and you're like, you know, bragging about dicks. You know, I don't know why it is, right? And then the weirdest thing is this: if you have previously or currently successful streamers with new streamers, once again, no dick measuring. I think it boils down to, in our minds, we formulate a conception of who is our rival, who is our competition. And while it's not ubiquitous, most people tend to think that the people who succeeded, especially wildly before them, they're not their competition, they're potential mentors. Or at least connections, right? But for some reason, we see as equal or comparable the people on the same road as us. We shouldn't, but we do. Right? I've never seen a very successful person and a very not successful person actually go at it. The hierarchy, the pecking order is very defined, right? Unless like the very successful person's being a dick, right? But if they're just like serendipitously meeting, it's like, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, cool. Oh, yeah, right? Like it's fine. When it's a bunch of currently successful people, fine. When it's a bunch of new people who are new to it in different stages or in different categories, fine. Same category, we got a problem, right? Different vintages of success, we got a problem. It's very interesting. I think it's literally just all in people's minds. They see like, this is my rival. But there's not actually a limit to people who watch Shibuya streamers. Right? You could get the entirety of fucking Twitch and Kick watching it, actually. It's just about the content you make. Yeah, sure, there's a little bit of marginal, like, oh, I'm watching Harry Boy. Oh, I'm not a Taz watcher. Sure. You don't want those, I'm loyal to this person, I never watch another streamer viewers anyways. You don't want those. You want the ones who are like, oh yeah, I watched XUC, and then I watched Nick Paul when he was live. And then when Trainwreck was live, I watched the podcast. You want the person who is the diplomat. I watch a lot of different streamers. That's the community you want. You don't want the guy who's like, this is my streamer. Your streamer's fucking bad. Your streamer's a dick. My streamer's a god. You don't want that. The factional people, the reason you don't want that, especially when you're small, you don't want that, is because they will choke your community from within. And the most pronounced thing, and y'all have heard me say this, is e-girls. E-girl simps are the biggest culprit of killing their streamer in the cradle. And to a lesser extent,
rivalrous small streamers do that to each other. But no one have I seen it done more vehemently than an e-girl's mod and the rest of her chat. Okay? Motherfuckers be killing new viewers like Pharaoh or King Herod cast down all of the babies in their kingdoms. I've never seen such a categorical fucking massacre. Right? It's like fucking fascinating to me. Right? And but for the grace of God go I, we avoided it on Amouranth's stuff by pure chance. I remember her being like, but this guy's a big donor. I was like, hold on. Is he a big enough donor that once he finishes donating, we don't have to worry about money? Or is the next 100 viewers more important than this guy's donation? Let's ban him instead. I was that voice of reason. Because I was like, yeah, money is good, but like, hold on. Let's stop and think about this for a second. It's the same thing I do with my own stream, right? Someone tells me if I stop streaming on Twitch, I get more KCIP. It's like, that's true, and that feels good. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, wait a minute, but what the fuck am I going to do with that incremental $10? Right? The fuck am I, no. Like the latent opportunity cost of doing the other thing is way better. Right? And so it's the hard decision that most people can't make, especially if they're starving influencers or they're influencers first cutting their teeth. Right? It's like a drowning person. You just fucking flail around until you hopefully get saved. Right? So the big donator, he gets to swing his big fucking dick around, dick slap everyone else in your chat. And then they go away and they don't watch you anymore. Right? I don't think even geographically centric streamers should be rivalrous. Because if they're rivalrous, they're kind of like low-key admitting that like the viewership, the total addressable viewership of their market is very small. Right? I don't think that's true, usually speaking. And if it is true, you should get a fucking different geography or shtick. Because why the fuck are you fighting in the peanut gallery? Right? You're fighting in the fucking flea market. Go fight on the floor of the fucking stock exchange or something. Right? If you're gonna fight about shit, go fight about it where the fucking salaries are big and the commissions are even bigger. Don't go fight about it at $7.50 or whatever minimum wages an hour. That's fucking nuts. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, I know why rivalries happen, and I know it's easier to be like above the fray when you don't have a dog in the fight. I get it. I got a nice situation, right? But like, when I look at it, I'm like, dude, you guys let's all take a step back here. Let's all take a step back here, and let's think about this for a second, okay? Does it really matter if I'm a leech or you're a leech, and we stream in the same street corner? Does it really matter? Right? I'll tell you the real truth of it is, right? If you could be friendly with all of them and share audiences, bro, they can have more than one tab open. And this isn't even Twitch where it's all like, oh, he donates to him and then he has no more money to donate to me. No. We're farming KCIP, buddies. Eddie will pay 5 times for that one viewer to 5 different people. Shit, he's gonna be mad at me again. It's like, what are we fighting about? We should be fucking sharing all of our viewers with each other. Fuck that. Right? This is the 1960s, and this is a fucking orgy. You can fuck all of them. Right? It's like, it should be like, oh yeah, I'm getting off. I'm hosting you with the understanding that you'll do the same for me or talk me up. Because if they have 5 tabs open instead of 1, we all get fucking paid. Right? This ain't even Twitch, man. On Twitch, I can kind of get it. Oh, he's going to gift him a lot of subs. Well, then he doesn't have any more money to give me a lot of subs. I kind of understand that.
And then on the e-girl battles of like, oh, this is my donator, you can't take my donator. I also kind of understand that. But when you got a fucking billionaire paying you for fucking eyeballs, and he don't even care if that eyeball is watching 5 different streams, take the billionaire for a ride. The fuck are y'all doing? Don't fight amongst each other for peanuts. Get the fucking bag. And that's why I find it to be incredulous. I understand why people did what they did. But I think that on a going forward basis, we can all benefit way better doing the other thing. Food for thought. Right? Anyways, I need to go to sleep because there's light, and I was supposed to have a productive day today. I'm going to go cuddle my wife's bum, as long as she doesn't kick me out of bed. Now, I am introspective enough to know that I could be better in situations. And a lot of times I get too caught up in, but ultimately I'm right. And that doesn't matter as much as like how tactful you are when you're right as well, right? It's like winning is great, but you could be a graceful winner instead of a sore one. I get that. It's something it's probably going to be a long-term project for me. Okay? You know? I hope this isn't fentanyl. Okay, we're done here. The sad part is, I've actually not used basically any drugs. I don't even know what the fuck fentanyl looks like. I don't think I would enjoy cocaine if I had to snort it. It took me the longest time to realize you don't snort meth. I just am very oblivious and sheltered about drugs. In fact, 2 out of the 3 singular instances that I've used drugs was a gummy. Straight up. No joke. I'm just not. It's not that I don't. It's not that I have friends and maybe siblings, plausible deniability, who sometimes or regularly use recreational drugs. I have no problem with that. I personally don't have a problem with it either. It's just my own thing is that, like, I've generally not been curious. And I do not see a reason for me to force that curiosity upon myself just to say I've done it. That's dumb. If I ever feel the compulsion, I might try it in a controlled setting. But if I don't feel the compulsion, I'm not going to go do it. The fuck? Right? That's the reason. I don't have an issue with it. Consenting adults, blah, 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 blah. It's all great. It's all good. I'm okay with that. It's just personally, it's not that interesting to me. Same way being homosexual is not interesting to me. It's great if you like it. If you like dicks, fucking phenomenal. I'm happy for you. I personally do not. Okay? Don't be fooled by me wearing a phallic watch. The fucking lady, Ted's friend, was so fucking confused. Like, she sees, like, the nice jewelry, and then she's like, and like, I didn't help the situation because I instinctively was, like, checking my watch for the time to see if I was supposed to go home, and I was like this. And she was like,
what is that? We were talking in Mandarin though. I was like, fuck. How do I explain that I usually wear a watch, but I'm wearing a fucking dicklet? I wish that part was streamed. You guys would have been like fucking uncontrollably laughing, because I did it like 3 times that night too. Last night, right? I was like, because like, you know, like I'm like, I was supposed to leave at 1:30. I was like, fuck. Like there's like another girl who was just like everyone was like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm trying to get on TeamViewer to close out my stream, but this sometimes takes a bit. I've never fucked a lady boy that I know of. Correct, Chinaman. It happens offline or while muted. Always.